In the year 1347, something terrifying arrived in Europe. It didn't come with an army. It didn't come with a king. It came on ships. Ships filled with terrified sailors, mysterious sickness, and death. What followed would become one of the darkest chapters in human history. A catastrophe so devastating that entire villages vanished, mass graves filled overnight, and millions of people died without ever understanding what was killing them. This was the Black Death. And what makes this story even more terrifying is that it all started with something most people would never suspect: a tiny flea. The story begins far from Europe. Historians believe the plague originated somewhere in Asia before spreading westward through trade routes. Merchants traveled thousands of miles carrying silk, spices, gold, and, unknowingly, death. The disease traveled with rats that lived aboard ships and caravans. Living on those rats were infected fleas. And these fleas carried a deadly bacterium known today as Yersinia pestis. For years, the plague silently moved from city to city. Then in October 1347, 12 merchant ships arrived in Sicily. The people rushed to greet the ships, but what they found was horrifying. Many sailors were already dead. Others were covered in strange black swellings. Some were barely alive. The authorities ordered the ships to leave, but it was already too late. The disease had arrived, and Europe would never be the same. At first, victims felt normal. Then came fever, headaches, weakness, and unbearable pain. Soon, massive swollen lumps appeared on the neck, armpits, and groin. These swellings were called buboes. Some grew as large as eggs. Others became even larger. As the infection spread, skin darkened from internal bleeding. This is one reason the pandemic became known as the Black Death. Victims often died within 3 to 7 days. Doctors were helpless. Medicine in medieval Europe was primitive. Many believed the disease was caused by bad air. Others blamed comets. Some believed it was punishment from God. Nobody knew the truth. And because nobody understood the disease, nobody knew how to stop it. As the plague spread, fear spread even faster. Entire households disappeared. Parents abandoned sick children. Children abandoned sick parents. Friends refused to help one another. In some cities, death became so common that church bells rang all day. Gravediggers could not keep up. Mass graves were dug everywhere. Bodies were stacked on top of one another. Many towns lost half of their population. Some villages lost everyone. Imagine walking through a town where every house is silent. No markets, no laughter, no voices, only empty streets and locked doors. This nightmare became reality across Europe. And still the plague kept spreading. People tried everything. Many fled cities hoping to escape, but often they carried the disease with them. One of the most famous images from this period is the plague doctor, wearing a long black coat and a bird-like mask. The beak was stuffed with herbs and flowers because doctors believed bad air caused disease. The plague continued its march across the continent, killing rich and poor alike. Kings, farmers, merchants, priests. Nobody was truly safe. By the time the plague finally slowed, Europe had lost tens of millions of people. The scale of destruction was unimaginable. But something unexpected happened. Because so many workers had died, labor became valuable. Survivors could demand higher wages. The old social order began to weaken. Power shifted. Economies changed. Entire societies transformed. In a strange way, one of history's greatest disasters helped reshape the future of Europe. The Black Death did not just kill millions. It changed civilization itself. But perhaps the most chilling part of this story is this. The bacteria that caused the Black Death still exists today. It has never completely disappeared. Modern medicine can treat it now. But for centuries, humanity lived in fear of an invisible enemy they couldn't understand. An enemy carried by a flea. An enemy that killed millions. And an enemy that forever changed the course of history. The Black Death remains one of the deadliest pandemics the world has ever seen. A reminder of how fragile civilization can be, and how quickly everything can change If you enjoyed this journey into one of history's darkest chapters, subscribe for more stories that change the world forever.